If you have issues with your foundation, the foundation of your home, then you want the foundation specialist. We have one here with us. Jake Sparger is with us. He's with Training and Development. Once again, Jake, we had a brief conversation. Man, I know you know what you're doing. Let's talk a little bit about foundation and the house settling. So what are some of the, for those who have a home, and what are some of the early signs maybe they should look for to say, oh, something could be happening here?
Yeah. So some early signs that we always talk about with our homeowners is some cracks in the brick, settling in the brick. Also interior, you can start to see cracks on drywall, cracks on windows, windows sticking, doors sticking, and then also exterior, you'll see settling concrete and things of that nature.
Okay, we're taking a look at some video of some of these warning signs here. So I got to ask you, Jake, what causes this? What is the reason for this? Is it weather related? Is it age related? What causes it?
Yeah, so it's pretty simple actually. The main cause for all of these issues that we see is the soil with the home, right? So your home is supported by nothing but the soil. So there's really three main causes. You can be dealing with soil when it dries out, it actually shrinks and compacts, which then creates a void. Your house can settle into that void. Also, when it's raining and you get a lot of water, it can wash away the soil from underneath your home, which then can cause your house to settle into it. And third but not least, when the contractor comes in to build the home, it could just be poorly compacted right from the beginning, so your home just settles into that soil right from the beginning.
Jake, does it only happen to older homes, or can this happen to newer homes as well?
Yeah, it's funny you ask that. A lot of our homeowners ask us that question as well. The age of the home really does not matter because we see it happen in brand new homes, and we also see it happen in 100-year homes. It doesn't matter what the age of the home is, it matters about the soil underneath it. The one thing that does matter though is that these problems don't get better with time, they only get worse with time. And so we say they don't get better with time, they get better with TFS.
Yeah, and they can really affect the value of your home. I mean, you can have water damage, all kinds of things once that foundation settles, correct?
Correct, yeah. We talk to a lot of realtors around the area, and they always tell us that when they go in and they see a home with this issue, homeowners are always having to discount their home 10, 15, 20%. So it's not a good situation.
So how much does it cost? So for those who are out there and say, look, I may have some of these issues, I'm not sure. If they want to get their home inspected, what kind of cost are we talking about here?
Yeah, it's awesome. So we actually offer a free inspection.
Whoa.
We want to come out there, we want to inspect your home, and we want to educate you more than anything. We want to show you what's going on with your home, what's wrong with it, how much it's going to cost, and how we're going to fix it as well. So it's a free inspection for us to come out there and inform you all about all these things.
Okay, this is all interesting stuff. It's starting to worry me a little bit because I've seen some cracks in bricks, so I'm a little bit worried. But hey, it doesn't cost anything to have an inspection. They'll come take a look-see. Now, what is the process like to remedy the situation? Let's say you do have a home that is settling, causing water damage, whatever. Well, what's the process like?
Yeah, so it kind of depends on what the issue is going on. So the process, our whole process is we'll have a guy come out there, inspect it, show you what's wrong with it. You decide to get it fixed, then we'll get you scheduled. We'll get a crew out there. The crew comes out there. If it's a foundation issue, we actually have a patented product that we will place piers is what we call them underneath your home, and we'll actually be able to permanently stabilize it. And the key word there is permanently stabilize it. So you'll never have to worry about it again. And then we'll be able to fix your home, and you will be able to say that you never have to worry about that again.
Wow, the foundation specialist. I mentioned, and we're taking a look at a lot of video here, Jake. I mentioned water damage. What other repercussions can happen when your home, your foundation settles like this?
Yeah, so there's a lot of repercussions, right? I already talked about windows and doors not sticking. The biggest thing that we hear from homeowners, though, is just their quality of life and their peace of mind. When their most valuable asset is broken and falling and stabilizing, and they need it stabilized, their quality of life hinders because of that, because it's something that they're constantly thinking about. So that's the biggest thing. We want to be able to go into these homeowners' homes and fix their home permanently and provide that peace of mind and quality of life back into them.
Man, I agree with that. Peace of mind, you're right. If you're putting all this money into a home, you're paying a mortgage every month, it's like, okay, I want to make sure it retains its value. So what do you need from the homeowner? If someone's watching now and they're saying, I may have some issues here, I want to get this free inspection, do they need to be present? How do they set up an appointment? How does that work, Jake?
Yeah, so there's a couple ways they can go onto our website and set up an appointment. They can also call in to our main office and go ahead and set up an appointment that way. And then what our ladies in the office will do is they will set up an appointment to send out a specialist. We do like for the homeowner obviously to be present, so that way we can show them exactly what's going on with their house at that time.
How much training was required for you? They said you're the training and development leader. How much training was required for you to become a specialist in that area?
Yeah, so each one of our specialists go through a lengthy training process. We bring them in and we put them in-house for 6 weeks. We are in a classroom training them of exactly what these issues are, diagnosing these issues, and how to fix these issues. So when that specialist comes out to your home, they know exactly what's going on and they're the best person to be there at that time.
I would be willing to bet, man, that you get a lot of really happy customers, like you said, if for no other reason, peace of mind, and know that they're doing something proactive to save the value of their home. So what are we looking at here, Jake? Is this like this foam, this helps stabilize the home?
So this is our poly-level foam. This actually helps stabilize exterior concrete. So a lot of times you'll be driving down the road and you'll just see driveways that are unlevel or even front steps or front stoops that are unlevel.
So this kind of lifts them?
Correct, yep. So we inject this underneath your concrete and we can actually lift and level that concrete back up to where it was, so that way you don't have to rip it up and re-pour it.
Wow, that's interesting to me, because I would think with this foam, and you all realize how, I mean, you've got machines that measure the pressure,
yep.
It can do it evenly. So that therefore one side isn't affected more than the other, it's done evenly, and that's ultimately what you want, right?
Correct, yep. It's truly a remarkable process and engineering that our engineers have come up with in order to lift and level that concrete.
So there is a science to it, right?
There's a big science to it.
I have to tell you, Jake, okay, so I saw your name, Jake Sparger, and I said, this name sounds familiar to me. You were a pitcher at U of L.
I was, yep. I was a pitcher at U of L.
You did really well, didn't you? You did, didn't you? Come on, you don't have to be humble.
I did decent, yeah.
Yeah, because I remember the name and I go, man, this guy looks familiar, and plus you're about 8 feet tall, so hey man, congratulations to you, man. I'm glad everything's still going well for you. See, that U of L education pays dividends, doesn't it?
It does, it does.
Well, congratulations to you, and I wish you continued success, because this sounds really interesting and certainly needed. The foundation specialist, we'll put the information up on the screen here. And again, as you said, Jake, it's a free consultation, right? Or
yep.
Actually a free home assessment. You come by and take a look, right?
Correct. Yep, that's totally correct. Everything's free.
All right, there it is. There's the information up on your screen. Write it down. If you've had any issues, maybe you've seen a crack, a leak, whatever it happens to be, or just unevenness, give them a call, the foundation specialist. Jake, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me on.